I'm Lavender. In this video, I will explain my first lamp design called 101 Degree. To explain it, I will cover the following 6 parts. Now let's talk about the introduction. The direction I choose is desk lamp. Here is the aim. The range of my target users is quite broad, but their characteristics need to be highlighted. So let's talk about the overview. The semantics of my design focus on 2 points: safe and relax. The simple geometric shape is used, after inspired by this poster. And based on the industrial style, I combine the black metal frame and concrete to give people a feeling of safe and stable. Now let's talk about the features. Here are 2 features of my design. First one, clock dial. Because this lamp has the function of timer, so a clock dial can be a good signifier. Also, barriers are set to avoid over-rotating. Because the total angle of this rod can rotate is 101. That's why this lamp called 101 degrees. And the next feature is moon. We can see from the right picture. The shape of light will rotate and change like moon. Also, it will become dimmer and help with people's sleepiness. The inspiration of my design are moon and this poster. I learned that maybe light shape can change. Also, the contrast between void and solid can be used. Here is the using scenarios. We can first rotate the rod to set time, then enjoy the light. The light will come back automatically, and when it turns off, it's time to sleep. To turn on the light, you rotate the rod, and it will gradually rotate back by itself. And finally, at the end, the light will turn off. Here are 2 highlights. First one, new ways of interaction. Compared to the traditional way of pulling lines or using switches, this one is undoubtedly more interesting. Also, the light can turn off by itself. Another one is new function. Timer is added, and the maximum time is 101 minutes. User can set time by themselves. Although the shape of this design looks simple, the actual manufacture is quite complex. I will first talk about the frame. The frame is made of stainless steel and painted with matte black. Slot A and slot E are designed to fix concrete wall, and slot D and F are specifically designed to make the structure more stable. Also, screws will apply later. And when talking about the B and C, there are one more part added in B to fix in C. Next, I will talk about the gearbox. Gears are made of nylon with injection molding, and the number of gears tools are specifically calculated to make sure that the rod can rotate 101 minutes in 101 degrees. Also, springs are added. They need to be strong enough to control the rod. And the pendulum here are used to make sure gears rotate in the same time gap. Last, I will talk about the rotating system. This bulb is chosen because it can save energy and has wider angle. And these 3 parts are integral. They are fixed with back rod by the nut. And the light sphere, also called the light shell, is made of ABS to reduce the weight. It can screw with the back rod after the bulb is inserted. Here are the measurements of this design. These are the data. This picture is in poster 2, so in this video I only want to cover the shell part, concrete shell. This part is made of industrial origami, and this pattern using the smile shape to enable folding. Here are the advantages. It can reduce joining, fixing, and processing. So how I use this manufacturer in my design? It is mainly used in the step 1 and step 2. I no longer need to use injection molding to make the shape of the outer shell. The introduction is almost come to an end, and here is the behind the scene. I tested many sizes of spheres and lengths of rod to find the best one, which can fully use the left hollow area and not touch the frame. Luckily, I find it, and the rotate number is 101. To enable the light turn off automatically, a switch is added at the bottom of the rod so that it can push it when it goes back. Gear system part is the most difficult part for me. I try to figure out how to let the gear work in my design, and how to calculate the energy which spring should have. To find out the answer, I even break my favorite timer. But even I break, I still cannot take off the cap to find out the internal details. I even want to give up, but then I realize I can Google it. Here it is. After knowing the basic working principle, I record a video and ask my friend. Luckily, he knows the principle of gear system, and I finally get the answer. About model making, I use plastic to produce my rotate rod, and that's quite interesting. Here is my next plan. About gear system, I can use 3D printing to prove my hypothesis. Also, the power of spring can only be known after I know the real weight of the rotate system. And the third part is the front rod. It needs to be a labor-saving lever, so I still need to improve it. And the last one is, what if user want to turn off the light by themselves? Maybe add one more switch? That's all of my presentation. Thank you.